What's happening, YouTube? It just dawned on me. A lot of things. But I wanted to share this part too. You are the company you keep. And I'm not even speaking about the basic tale, which is relatively true. You are the general sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. And it doesn't have to be in person. It can be media-wise. You can be watching people. That's hanging. You're hanging. You're giving attention. You're hanging. You know what I mean? You're the spiritual, metaphorical blood on the leaves. But sorry, traffic and people driving. These crackers can't drive for shit. I'm up north. Down south, everybody we know what to do. But up north, it's cold, and I think it's because of the lack of brain cell movement. Anywho, like I was saying, ironically, you become, no, even deeper. Your acceleration, your elevation is because the people who you do or do not surround yourself around. Now, there's technicalities to this. One, I believe in God, the Most High Yah, and I don't want to beat anybody down or cause any separation or leave you hanging, but it's highly recommended. I recommend it 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna sell it. You're just gonna see the benefits of it in later videos. Again, you can't divulge yourself too much. Again, this also ties back into who you hang around with. You have to be aware that you're always being observed. Aside from gang stalking, you're always being observed. Like, aside from crazy shit, etc., trust me, on multiple dimensions, you're always being observed. That being said, back to the main point of who you hang around with. If you pray, if you keep your mind and your focus on God and of things godly, which is good, with an extra O, God good, you know how I flip it. But you'll reap these things. But people that live backwards or evil, they'll draw you down back into that crab bucket, that negativity pit that they have. They'll disguise it as, oh, being social, or I'm sarcastic, or all my jokes are negative, I have dark humor, or any kind of light weird shit. Like, let me just put my finger around your butthole, or like, this bitch, you know what I mean? Like, or bitches like, I will start off eating your ass after I give you head. And then it ends up to some whole gay shit. It's the same way they introduce homosexuality into Hollywood. I know I like to rank on these weirdos, but it's literally the same thing spiritually across the board. You add in a little pinch of negative, and you'll have death ultimately. So, these people like to play it off one way or another. Let me sit and see if I can get distance away from these weirdos. I'm getting boxed in 24/7. I apologize for the constant beeps. This happens, especially every time I make a video talking about serious subjects that not only apply to me, but anybody that has a conscience and has the possibility of elevating. That being said, the people around you have a strong effect on how you progress in life. Traffic, maybe. Inevitably, we're all going in a general direction, so there's a rule to certain things, unless there's dumbasses getting drunk and crashing, like the video I made earlier today. But in life, where things aren't as clear and there aren't paved roads, and the roads that are paved are usually led to a cliff, you're gonna have to use your brain if you have one. Oh my goodness. You're gonna have to use your brain, or whatever you have left of it. You're going to have to be clever. You're gonna have to be judgmental. You have to judge if this person is right for your life and your elevation of whatever you're doing. If you're trying to be an athlete and you hang around people that eat chips and don't diet and make fun of you and shit, and you don't have any supremely high self-esteem, or they're uncomfortable with supremely high self-esteem, these aren't your people. even if you're not necessarily friends with them. Like, you should stop making mental and spiritual space for these people. Not even for your foes. We make, especially people of my color, being a people of so much love, infused from the Most High, you tend, especially you tend to extend love out where none is necessarily needed. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a straight bean with you. Like Jack and the Beanstalk, I'm gonna keep it 100. Look, you have to keep that love for yourself at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum, you're gonna have to stop leaving leeway for people that don't have your best intentions. Like, I don't have an ear for you, especially if you have any kind of feels about me being confident, me expressing my ability to be competent, which defines and gives you grounds for confidence. Like, I don't give a fuck what you were raised to believe, or how you feel about it, or what your retarded notions of what a person of my stature, upbringing, place, color, creed. I don't give a fuck what retarded notions that separate, and this can be fit for anybody, not just my people, but especially for my people, and that goes first and foremost. But you have to remove that out of the way, or you'll never make enough room for you to spread your wings. You're always going to be boxed in. That's on a mental aspect. That, it'll clear up a lot of space. Be okay with making enemies, basically what I'm saying. Just keep it real, niggas. Make them enemies. You gonna be around me? You have to square up, nigga. We have to get down. I'm gonna call you out on it. Not looking for trouble, but if you're around me and you don't mean me any good, and I can sense it, there's smoke. There's smoke. There's instant smoke. And it should be like that for all my people. That would solve half of our problems. 30%. Okay, now back to the general population of this situation. In the physical sense, you need to get people from around you. Like I said, if you're an athlete, people have bad habits, get them the fuck around. Yes, it still ties in mentally. People are socially weird if you're confident, or if you speak on things that are knowledgeable, or you gain knowledge and they're disdain for knowledge. Trust me, as a person, I'm one of the stereotypical baby daddies. I got 2 kids, baby mama drama, been in years. I am happily, even in a person that's gang stalked, I am happily alone in comparison of those previous years. And I mean happy. And I mean it. All right, the happiest I've been since even being more awake than I usually was. If you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, I don't need to explain that. But also, that's because now I can take more advantage of my wisdom. This rule even applies not only to friends, it applies to business too. But we'll talk later on that subject. It also, sadly, applies really big to business, because most of your life is business. Before we skip past that, let me lay that down on it real quick, because I do have these little small red pill rants. I don't know if I've made videos on them, but if you had no forms of grasping any kind of form of currency or manipulation of things that get currency, control of your time, actual currency of any form or fashion that can be traded for any forms of goods, if you had no access and control to these things, you would have 0 relationships. Which, if you're smart, is a good thing, because it'll teach you a valuable lesson, and you'll know the value of what you have versus what people actually offer. And then it'll put you off on a lot of people, because you realize these people are just leeches. A lot of people are. A lot of people. But I don't want to jar you. If you're happy with being leeched on to whatever percentage, because at the end of the day, we're all leeches. It's a weird shit. We all need each other, but we're all retarded, and we can't get that through our heads to help each other. So it's a weird retarded circle that we're all in. Even the most intelligent people can't get this conveyed to other people without being offensive or stand. It's all kinds of fuck. It's all kinds of fuck going on here. But again, I'm not trying to go into my endless rabbit hole of red pill. Whatever makes you happy, I'm just trying to get you past the gate of where everybody is enslaved. Slavery has expanded. So, I digress. It goes back. Good, we're in traffic. I don't have to like multitask my brain on a bunch of shit now. So, it goes deeper as well. Business is a major part, and you should really focus on that so you can free and regain your life force, so you can really implement everything I'm saying to the rest of the things. If you're constantly enslaved, none of what I'm saying is gonna make sense to you, because nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Niggas in the hood, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to move this pack. Nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I work all these shifts, but now I have a motive. I've trimmed all the fat off my life. And this is what we're speaking on, trimming the fat. And now it's just raw meat, ready to be prepared for the feast that's coming quite soon. Even parts where I can't even divulge. It's a multi-plan. And for my niggas, especially for my niggas, yes, you are being targeted. It's like you're being gang stalked too, even if you're not literally individually being gang stalked. You are being targeted. There is a target on your back. You do need to think thoroughly and move like there is a target on your back at all times, even if you don't feel it. Start moving wise and you'll learn. Now, past the bullshit, and this also applies to everybody else, but doubly so for you. But now, on trimming the fat and being wise in certain situations, the other portion that's a big hindrance, other than friends, and 90% is usually your career, is, trust me, all these things that you think you cherish, once you get to a certain point, you realize certain things. I'm not going to divulge here in this video. And especially if you're my shit, you're my hue. But family, it's biblically known, family will be the first to get you. No matter what race. This applies to all people. All people can relate to this portion. All people. No matter what gender, no matter what creed. And I have my own perspective, views, and experiences, and I'm gonna give it to you, all of y'all, raw, uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored. And unless you wish me bad, I don't personally wish you bad, and that's individually and or collectively. So take that how it is. But to that point, in effect, family can be a huge detriment on many ways, and I've seen most of them, and I'm not going to sit here and flip them for you, but I'll tell you that this could be your number one destruction. And it doesn't even have to be immediate family. It could be step family, you know what I mean? Like anything within that box can really get you. These things, everything starts in the mind. I have to kind of preface this first. So if you're not you can't be mentally prepared for the target that's on your back if you're getting fucked in every single area. Like, just imagine, I'm gonna go real vulgar because this is gonna make so much sense to you. Whoever it is, you're a street walking performing star or whatever, you know what I mean? Or fuck it, you're a porn star. And your family needs money and you're the only ones getting money. So, and you're getting money, but you have to do the most obscene shit. And then, but it's not enough. You have to help friends. And the business is also, the business that pays you also fucks you in a financial way. Same way men get fucked in relationships and marriage and etc. But, which literally, legally speaking, is the literally same thing. That's the only hint I'm gonna give legally on that. But you're that female that's fucking for funds, and you're getting fucked by strangers in the street because you're not making enough to survive, and for your family. You're getting fucked for your family and by your family because they probably don't need the money and they can help you, but they don't want to help you. They just rather watch you get fucked. Your job doesn't give a fuck as long as you're getting fucked. Your man, which doesn't lead as a man and come up with better ways, which you use anything that is a man is his mind first. I forgot who said that, but it's a great saying. He's not using his mind, and of course, because he's probably with you while you're doing this fuck shit. So he doesn't give a fuck that you're getting fucked as long as you fuck him in a good way that he likes. And like I said, your job's fucking you too. And your friends don't give two fucks about you as long as you're there when they're fucked up. So all your holes are pretty much blasted. So you can't really, if you're smart, not only you can't give birth to anything worthwhile, but you probably don't want to give birth to anything, because anything that you give birth to will be a damnation. That's the best fucked up parable I can give you for modern day situations, and this applies to everybody, especially niggas in the street. You'll know what I mean if you ever been around a pimp. You will 100% get this, because you ain't had nobody sugarcoating shit to you, not like the rest of the world. So, with that being said, if you don't change yourself internally, mentally, and everywhere else, and cut all the fuckers out, all right, family, you're fucked, and you can go fuck yourself. I'm gonna have to switch careers, and I'm gonna have to fuck my way into something different, or fuck my way into better situations so I don't have to fuck for fucking cash. Then fuck my fake friends, because fuck them. Just like fuck the family that doesn't give a fuck about you. And fuck them if you're actually a prostitute. This probably literally, or some form of a prostitute, this probably literally applies to you, if this makes any sense to you. Which probably percentages are really low, in the 20th percentile chance. But it's there. If this applies to you, you can follow these things literally. But if your man is okay with this shit and it hurts your spirit, not everybody's going to the same place, so fuck it. But if your situation irks your spirit, you should probably get rid of the man, because he's okay with you being fucked in every single way. Now, metaphorically speaking, for the man and everybody else, you can take this and damn near almost superimpose it on all of your lives. Or not. A lot of y'all are hoes and hoe-ass niggas. I'm not trying to be funny or offensive. I'm just being honest, like I say. Yeah, cut out the crabs. Know the variants of crabs. Once you clear this barrel or these fuckers out of your life, then once you really have to seek for, God will literally pull you out no matter who you are. Pass all my judgment and jokes. That's why this is the best offer I can give you. If not, I don't know what to tell you, dude. But if you somehow wander out of the storm magically by yourself, which I don't believe that's a thing, you need to take stock of all your attributes. And trust me, if you're alive, the probability of you being alive is like a trillion to one if you really look at the math. It's crazy. You have attributes, even if you're actually retarded. But you have attributes. You have many of them. Take stock in what you have and utilize them. And shit, if it helps you, and it does help you, because frankly speaking, it's kind of real, but I don't want to red pill anybody that's watching me too much. Not yet. A lot of these people are essentially your enemies. Like, if I have a friend and he always accidentally stabs me, and it's generally an accident, I can safely assume that you're an enemy, and my body would thank me for it. Like, so, niggas, apply this where you may. Metaphorical niggas, as in anybody, apply this where you may. Everything falls into place when people are honest. We live in a very deceitful world. We live in a world where everybody wants to appease everybody, but nobody's aware that most of these people are demon possessed or demons themselves. You're appeasing demons. But I know I'm sounding woo-woo-woo, and it's probably crazy sounding to people that have no spirit or don't believe in spirit. But I'm gonna cut this short. Because it's already going on 20 minutes. And I have shit that I have to attest to, because what I'm telling you, I do. And it's gotten me leeway, even amongst all the gang stalking and attacks and the setbacks and everything in between. But yeah, man, do as I do, not as they say. Like and subscribe.